Our children should not be afraid to go to school in fear of being shot. The United States has a gun problem. People are always saying, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Yup, that's obviously true. Guns just can't shoot themselves. And that's exactly why there needs to be more regulations for people who are interested in owning guns. Hey pals, how's it going? Little Bucket here, coming at you to talk about the school shootings in the United States. Over the weekend, the March for Our Lives protest was happening all over the country. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to any of them, but it's great that so many other people were able to show up and speak out about such an important issue that has been going on in the United States for way too long. It makes me feel hopeful about our country's future, how many young kids in Generation Z are getting involved in important political issues at such a young age. So many young people spoke out that there were too many of them to talk about them all, so I chose 3 speeches that I thought were really important. Emma Gonzalez spoke up once again, even after so many grown-ass adults have harassed her and bullied her on the internet for her activism. She gave a very emotional speech about how the Parkland shooting affected everyone at her school and gave a long moment of silence for the victims of the shooting. Naomi Wilder, who is only 11 years old, spoke up to represent and give a voice to all of the black girls and women who have been shot and killed but forgotten because our country values white lives above black ones. Gave a speech about how this is an ongoing movement. It's not just one day, and that if those in positions of political power don't want to help us change gun regulations, then we will just vote them out. You can find these links to all of these speeches in the description below. I really suggest watching them because they are very powerful and very emotional, and again, so proud of these young people for speaking up and trying to enact change in our country when we so desperately need it. Now, some people will argue more guns are the answer, but you can see from other countries' results that's just not true. There's been some talk about arming teachers or counselors with guns, but that's definitely not a great idea. First of all, there's already a shitty enough budget going towards schools as it is. Teachers already pay for supplies with their own money. Where's the funding for these guns going to come from? Are we going to cut even more funding from the arts? Cut teachers' salaries even more? Let's say we figure that out and some teachers have guns. Where will they keep them? Are they locked away? Are they on the teachers at all times? Will they be loaded? If 2 kids get into a fight, would a teacher break it up with the gun? What about the not so good teachers who are abusive to students and racist? What if someone finds it and uses it to shoot up the school? During a shooting, what will the teacher be responsible for doing? Opening the door and risking the students' lives to go out into the halls to find the shooter, even though school police and security guards have already failed to do so in previous school shootings? Would they hide the kids in the cupboards before they leave the room? If that wasn't the case, what would the purpose of the gun be? What if a kid was out in the hall and tried to come in the room for safety? In defense mode, would the teacher accidentally shoot them, thinking that they might be the shooter? When the police got there, how would they know the difference between the bad guy shooter and the good guy gun holders? I would hope a black teacher trying to help with a gun wouldn't run into a police officer in the hallway, because they aren't even safe in their own backyard holding a cell phone. I just don't see how having guns in the schools will make anyone more safe, honestly. We don't need more guns in our schools. We don't need more guns in our countries. We need more regulations. These young people and others who have been fighting for more gun regulations in the United States aren't just throwing this idea around without any basis or reasoning. On Thursday, I'll be going into more detail about the history behind the Second Amendment and statistics that back up why we need more gun regulations in the United States. If you agree that the United States has problems with guns, mass shootings, and school shootings, give this video a thumbs up and share to your friends. Leave me a comment down below about what you think would be helpful to reduce the amount of gun-related injuries and deaths in our schools. If you're new to my channel and you want to become one of my pals too, all you have to do is click that subscribe button down below, and also make sure you hit that little bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video every single Tuesday and some Thursdays. See you later this week when we talk more about specifics on gun regulations in the United States.